Adulthood, the ultimate scam. They told us to get good grades so we could get into college, and really all college gave us was debt. They told us to save up money so we could buy a house. And now Zillow is just OnlyFans for people who are broke.
Cars were not as expensive as they are right now. Food was not as expensive as it is right now. The ability to go travel was not as expensive as it is right now. Entertainment was not as expensive as it is right now.
So many responsibilities. Responsibilities like don't get fired. Make sure all the bills get paid on time so nothing gets repossessed or turned off. Make sure your bank account doesn't go into overdraft.
Hello, everybody. Today we are talking about adulting. Just how unhappy people are with adulting. Yeah, should be interesting. Let's get into it.
If you are in your teen years, please take it from me. Please enjoy your teen years. Please have fun. Being an adult is not fun. I'm sitting here on my floor. I've been crying for the past 2 hours because I don't know how I'm gonna afford to live after I graduate. I don't know where I'm gonna be in a year. I am trying to find a new job and the job market's in hell. I'm trying to find an internship and it's just so tough and everything's so expensive and I'm so depressed all the time. I don't leave my apartment. I'm sitting here, I'm eating a lean cuisine, I'm drinking a Diet Coke, and I've just been sitting here crying all afternoon. Because this is so hard to do. I want to give up. I want to give up so bad. So, if you're in your teen years, please enjoy that shit, because it is not rainbows on the other side. I'm gonna be 22 on Tuesday, and I just feel so washed up. I feel like I've run out of time. I'm so sad about it. And it just sucks to be in such a shitty place. Just mentally and physically right now. So somebody tell me it gets better, because it's just so hard every day.
Okay, well, there is that. And I wanted to show you this text message from somebody who posted on this one. Hi, pal. I just turned 30, and I didn't think I'd make it this far. I had the same feelings at your age. Your 20s could beat you up. Yes, they can. But it's worth to make it to the other side. You have so much time. Only in the last couple years have I felt like I truly found myself. I just found a job I truly love after struggling through so many horrible ones. I've lost friends. I've found new ones. I've cried a lot. But man, looking back at my 20s and saying, damn, I did it despite everything was one of the most rewarding things. Take care of yourself, build community, find passions. If I was able to figure it out, I know you can too. Sending love. Happy almost birthday. I just wanted to show that real quick because I think that's a good comment, a positive one for sure. Puts things in perspective, I'd say a little bit. I've gotten similar comments like this on YouTube, thankfully, due to me going through shit myself, just turning 30 recently. I can't say life has been easy, for sure. It has not. I have not been very positive. I've had a very negative outlook on life, and it has not helped me very much. I've certainly felt like she feels right now, and I can just say that you definitely have to try to find as much good as you can, because if you don't, man, this world is it's gonna crush you. It's not easy, it's not fun, but you gotta try. Try your best. Try to find some people with positive outlooks, maybe in a similar situation, maybe a better situation. If you can, maybe they can help you out. I just wanted to say that real quick. Let me get into the next one.
You know what actually pisses me the fuck off? The fact that nobody actually knows what the fuck they're doing, do they? Like, growing up, you used to believe that your parents, or just any adult that you came across for that matter, had all the answers for everything. We used to legitimately believe that. Only for us to all grow up, and now that we're adults, we can look around and realize that none of us know shit, do we? We're all just out here, every single one of us, just winging it, straight up raw dogging every day of life and hoping that we can live to see another day. I love how one of life's most important unspoken rules is that as you grow up, as you transition from childhood to adulthood, the one thing that you become an expert at is pretending like you know what it is the fuck you're doing as an adult. Even to other adults, it could be your friends, your family, your coworkers. We are all experts at making it seem like we know what the fuck we're doing when you don't. You really actually don't. Every single one of us wakes up, we go to work, and with those 4 wimpy hours, if you're lucky, that you have to yourself every day before you go to bed, you tell yourself, I'm gonna work on my goals so that I can work on escaping the matrix. But you don't. Okay, you know what you do for those 4 hours? You have Netflix on in the background, not to actually watch anything, it's just on so you don't feel so bad at the fact that you just spent those 4 hours doom scrolling after you ordered your DoorDash that's been sitting on the living room coffee table. And it's only after you start getting to the 2 a.m. motivational videos telling you that you're a gigantic fuck up and you need to fix your life that you tell yourself, all right, fine, I'm gonna put the phone down and go to bed. Then you wake up, you hit the snooze button 4 times, and after the 4th time, you still lay in bed and start scrolling again until you give yourself the least amount of time possible for you to force yourself up, take a shower, and head out the door to go to work. That's adulthood, y'all. You can believe me or not, but that's about how 95% of us operate on a day-to-day basis. And I love how we spend all that time in school growing up, learning about the state capitals, learning about y equals mx plus b, the Pythagorean theorem, the fact that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and yet I grow up and I become an adult and I go out into the adult world and I don't have any idea how taxes work, interest rates, or how to buy a home. I don't know anything about investing. I don't know anything about how to handle complex emotions that you deal with as an adult walking around in today's society. And now that we're all adults, we genuinely don't know what the fuck it is we're all out here doing, okay? We're out here fucking scrolling or gooning or whatever else the kids these days are saying, okay, just to make it through every single day. This shit is straight up a scam, bro. And for the one time in my life, I'm gonna pull a Karen and I'm gonna ask for my money back on this bullshit, because that's what it is. It's bullshit.
Yeah, okay, yeah. No, I mean, he's right on a lot of things there, right? Like college, for instance, perfect example. You go to college, they make you study classes that have absolutely nothing to do with the desired profession or the field of study you are going into at all. Complete waste of time. I'd say a complete waste of time for most of it. Some of it's cool. I took a philosophy class that was cool, but the math classes, dude, I haven't used that at all. I haven't used that whatsoever. The algebra, it's just like, I know I'm not going to use this. This is just a huge waste. I had to take a music appreciation class. Huge waste of time. I'm sorry, it was art appreciation. The music one was booked. It was full. The point is I had to take it. Had to take it, otherwise I couldn't get my degree. Huge waste of time. Huge waste of money. They just want your money. I'm going to stop ranting on the college part, but he is right where we all kind of pretend that we know what we're doing in life and just try to get by. And in a sense, I'd say that's actually a good thing. Because, for instance, you're probably teaching somebody something if they ask you and you're pretending. And that helps you actually learn it better. You learn more from teaching. That's something they teach you in school. I know it's not perfect, but you do. You learn stuff. You're not going to learn all of it right away, but you are learning stuff. Let me shut up and go to the next one.
When I was a kid, you could not convince me that being an adult wouldn't be easy peasy lemon squeeze. Now, at my ripe old age of 44 3/4, I have come to realize that adulthood is stressy, depressing, and lemon fucking zesty. Like, whoever decided that being an adult was a good thing, your mama's a hoe and your daddy don't love you. Because this is quite possibly the most ghetto experience I've ever had in my whole damn life. I have been on hold for what seems like 20 years at 1-800-ADULTHOOD trying to cancel my membership. Take me out the game, coach. I don't want to play no more. Just at this point, revoke my damn membership. I want to move back in with my mama, I don't want to pay no bill. Like, my kids can just go and put me in Shady Pines. This is, I don't want to do this no more. Ugh. I don't, ugh. No.
Okay, well, that was a funny one for sure. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember the middle part, not that part.
Decided that being an adult.
Well, that part was definitely funny. I definitely remember that part. I think I got too lost in the comedy there. I'm gonna show it. I'm just gonna go to the next video. You heard her. You heard her. It was good.
I would never look forward to adulthood at all, not even when I was a kid. And sure enough, as time would go on, my point would be proven that adulthood would never be good. In high school, I would get the picture that adulthood would be an era where I would not have control of my life. Most of the time, they would teach us classes that we would never, ever use in our career paths, whether they're career paths that we chose or not. Why teach us stuff if we are never going to use what they taught us, you know? But sadly, you know, I would be proven right that I would not have control of my life once we graduated. Most of my time after graduation when working, I would actually end up doing jobs or career paths that I settled for and that I didn't want. It was actually quite horrible, you know? And even when I did get to do the jobs that I really cared about, especially the ones that were similar to my original life goals or ideas, unfortunately, the need for money and all that stuff would take me away from that and really ruin everything. It would make me feel like I'm just not in control in life. It would make me feel like I'm in shackles, you know? Shackles, you know, held by the various reasons behind the needs for money or the various reasons behind why I would need to do bigger things. Adulthood has also gotten in the way of my social life. Gone are the days when I got to see friends on a daily basis, and some people I know have outgrown what they used to be in some regards than others. For those that I know that are very similar to how I remember them, I will say I've jokingly called them survivors, as if we were survivors of an apocalyptic event. Yeah, I see adulthood and even some bits of maturity itself as an apocalyptic, horrible thing, you know, that strips people away of what they used to be. There are people that are willing to sacrifice their sleep for the sake of making more money, something I could never imagine back when I was a kid. And there are people that will settle for career paths or directions just to make money and all that stuff, you know, rather than try to pursue their dreams and do what they like to do. I always saw adulthood as some zombifying evil force that just makes people do the same lather, rinse, repeat things forever, instead of finding a way to live their dreams and controlling when they can have fun and do the things that they love. Oftentimes, I feel like my reality is being destroyed because so much has changed from when I was a kid, you know? And I feel like all of the things that are left, you know, from where I came from, all of the various tropes and other things, you know, might potentially be in danger. I just feel like my reality and my world is falling apart.
Okay, so there's some things for sure I want to focus on. Some things for adulthood suck super hard, right? Paying bills, taxes, basically anything that takes your money and your hope. For me personally, I think the worst thing about adulthood is the one where he's like, yeah, you can't really pursue your dreams and make money, or you have to compromise and get another job to make money, do things you don't want to do. That part sucks super hard. I really, really don't like that part. That is by far the worst part for me of being an adult. Not a fan of it. Got to do what you got to do, unfortunately, right? Not a whole lot else you can do right now. Got to do what you got to do. And in the meantime, try to figure out a way to get out of that hole and do what you really want to do and make money. That's really all you can. Let me play his second video.
Another reason why I feel that modern adulthood seems to be destroying my reality as I know it is the fact that I have been away from doing some things that I like to do for so long that I now have to get reacclimated to certain activities now. Like the other day and today, I found that I can't swim quite as good as I used to. I can't dive quite as deep as I used to be able to dive, and I can't swim for quite as far underwater without, coming up for air as I used to. And I've noticed that my overall swimming performance was not too good either, unfortunately. I'll be able to get that ability back, though, and be back to normal with it once I start swimming a bit more. But still, I've been working so much that it took me away from doing something that I like to do, and now I have to, get back to being as good at it as I was before. It's quite unfortunate. And even worse, this isn't the only activity that working a whole lot has, gotten in the way of me doing, to the point to where I now have to get re-used to it or reacclimated with it, if you will, to where it feels right. I never would have guessed that having an ambition of trying to make ends meet in this age would actually potentially take me away from doing things I like to do for so long that it might feel a bit odd getting back into things. It actually is quite sad to me. It just feels wrong. But hey, it actually gets worse. There are some changes that has happened between my youth and today that really feel so out of place for me, and I can't really seem to get used to them, to the point to where it actually gets me either confused or uncomfortable. But that's another time.
Okay. I think that's an interesting one to show, because he mentions how he kind of lost the ability to swim as well as he used to. Is there something you feel you've lost the ability to do as you've gotten older? Like, you used to do so well, but now you're just having so many issues. I'd say for me, maybe is like probably video games. I used to be very good at Halo 3. Now if I were to try to play Halo, I would suck at it. I would suck so hard. Swimming though, I can do that just fine. Still the same. I'm not worried about that at all. But the video games breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. Maybe for you it's eating something that you used to be able to eat when you were younger, and now you can't. Your stomach can't handle it. I think that would suck. I'm not at that point, and frankly, I hope to never be at that point. I want to be able to enjoy food that I like. I don't know. Is there something you can't do? A skill, a hobby, food you just can't handle anymore? Let me know in the comments. I want to know. Next one.
Adulthood, the ultimate scam. They told us to get good grades so we could get into college, and really all college gave us was debt. They told us to save up money so we could buy a house, and now Zillow is just OnlyFans for people who are broke. They told us to save up for retirement, while retirement age goes up every decade. They told us that money doesn't buy happiness, but have you ever seen anyone crying on a jet ski? They told us to eat healthy, but now you'd have to sell a kidney for a shopping cart of Whole Foods. They told us to chase our dreams, but what they didn't tell us was the government was going to shove their hands in our pockets and steal 50% of our dreams. And my absolute favorite, they told us that if we worked hard enough, we could have and become anything that we wanted. Question for the audience. Has there ever been a bigger lie than that in the history of mankind?
That's a good question. Has there ever been a bigger lie than that? I don't think there has. I think that's probably the biggest lie we've all been told. Yeah, adulthood's hard. Adulthood's hard. I'm trying to stay positive here. I'm trying to look on the upside on certain things, because I feel like you have to, otherwise you are going to snap. But I don't know. What do you think about some of the things he said? Like, Zillow is basically OnlyFans. The jet ski, he is right? You ever see a person cry on a jet ski? Damn, I wish I could afford a jet ski. Dreams are nice. Till you remember that they're not real. Then they're heartbreaking. Let me go to the next one.
Is it just me, or does anybody else randomly get bombarded with the overwhelming, scary fact that you're a fucking adult and you have so many responsibilities? Responsibilities like don't get fired, Make sure all the bills get paid on time so nothing gets repossessed or turned off. Make sure your bank account doesn't go into overdraft. Make sure you have some type of a savings. Make sure you have a 401k plan. Make sure you have a retirement plan. Make sure you try to have some type of life insurance. Don't forget about the health insurance and the dental insurance and the eye insurance that comes out of your check. And you might not have a check left after that. What is paycheck to paycheck? Maybe my check is gone before you even get a deposit. Then you got to use PTO in order to take sick kids to the doctor and hope you don't get sick. So then you got to use more PTO. Woo! On top of staying presentable, cooking 2 to 3 meals a day, doing laundry, staying spiritually healthy, physically healthy, making sure you don't fuck up these little human beings that you're trying to raise so they could be outstanding human beings too. Make sure you got enough education so you can make enough financial resources in order to survive. Make sure you don't slap somebody because everybody done lost their mind in society and you got to stay free because you got other people to take care of. You got all these bills to take care of and all these responsibilities. And if one thing goes bad, everything gonna fall through. Am I the only person that just randomly comes to that reality of that I'm an adult? And sometimes I'll be like, why? Like, what? Who told me to grow up? What? What's the silver lining? Because it looks like, we're not going to be able to retire ever. The cost of stuff going up, I'm going to need 3 jobs. Matter of fact, give me my tax money back so I can try to survive in this economy that y'all got currently going on. What you mean I can't pull from my 401k without giving you a whole documentation of what I want to use my money on in my life? What you mean? You going to penalize me from taking my own money? And I don't even know what y'all doing with my money? God. I'm this close to doing something strange for a piece of change. Maybe doing a little scamming. I don't know. Maybe I might become a stud and try to flip somebody else's baby mama income tax. I don't know right about now. But yeah, that's all. That's all I was thinking about. Maybe it's just me, or does anybody else have that manic panic? Is it just me, or...
I think that's most people. I feel like that's most people, right? Most people who know what's going on, most people who don't have money. And I don't know if you've noticed the reoccurring theme in the majority of these videos, but it's a lack of money. A lack of money is the big issue, right? Who was it that said, what was it? Was it Kanye West? He was like, if you have money, it doesn't mean that much, or something like that. But if you don't have any, it means everything. I get that. I know I'm kind of butchering the quote, but I'm sure a lot of people understand that too. Yeah. I'm kind of curious. Has anybody else ever thought about, as she said, doing a scam or maybe something shady, something, we'll say something wrong. We'll say something like OnlyFans, right? Morally wrong to make money. Right? Have you just like you feel so low, and that's where your mind goes. You're like, you know what? Maybe I could do this, and I could make some money, and this will turn my life around, and I'll finally be living a good life. If you've ever had that thought, and whatever it is, let me know in the comments if you're okay with sharing it. Oh. Also, that having to tell the government what you're going to be taking your money out for to spend on, yeah, that's some bullshit. I feel like we don't hate the government enough. I sound like a hippie right now. Let me go to the next video.
Why ain't nobody tell me adulting was so ghetto? Huh? I remember when we was kids, we used to always talk about, I can't wait till I grow up. I can't wait till I grow up. Take this back. I want a full refund for this, because this is ghetto. Why do I have to pay bills? Why do I have to pay bills just to live? Why can't I eat snacks and take naps all day? Huh? I want to cancel the subscription. Why ain't nobody tell me
I don't want to eat snacks and nap all day. I'm sorry. I was like thinking about it. I'm like, do I really want to do... No, I don't really want to do that. That sounds lame. That sounds lame and boring. I mean, I understand the thought, wanting to be a little bit lazier, not having to work so hard and enjoy life. That I agree with. I don't want to just lay in bed all day, though, and just eat snacks and be a fat ass. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? You want to sit on your butt all day, do absolutely nothing? I don't think that's a life worth living. That sounds worse to me than the life we're already living. Having to work harder for things, which does suck. It does suck how everything's more expensive, everything costs more. And I literally just said the same thing. How you make less money and everything costs more. That sucks, for sure. Let me go to the next one.
I hate being a grown-up most days. There's something so stupid you have to do every day as an adult. Like, hey, you have to change out your left headlight. Like, oh, why do these burn out? They should last forever. There's always some dumb form you gotta fill out.
You sent a JPEG instead of a PDF.
Oh my God. Oh, you got to go figure out this government website. Oh, you can't check in till 4 p.m. till your hotel room. The pinnacle of adulthood for me is taking my supplements with a beer. I
just wanted to show that one, mostly because of the headlight thing, right? It's like the little things in life that you have to do just to survive, or be in, what's the word? I'm spacing on the word. Be in compliance with the laws, we'll say. I think that's the word I was looking for. Those things suck, right? You got to spend money on them. Things don't last, especially nowadays when everything's made so poorly because they know you're going to have to buy another one. That part of adulthood definitely sucks. I definitely hate that part. I hate that part so much. So much. Let me go to the next one.
Never forgive society for forcing us to want to be adults, and then the minute we became adults, they made everything fucking expensive. I will never forgive society for that shit. Fuck you, society. I'm 32 years old. I'll literally be 33 in like 51 days. When I was 12, the average rent was like maybe $600 a month. Maybe less than that shit. I said 12. So when I was 21, 22, my rent was a little over $700. A little over $700. So that means that 10 years prior to that, it probably was a lot less than 600, probably like 5 something, maybe 490 something. You see what I'm saying? Cars were not as expensive as they are right now. Food was not as expensive as it is right now. The ability to go travel was not as expensive as it is right now. Entertainment was not as expensive as it is right now. That was back when celebrities were actually fucking celebrities, and you didn't look at them as though they were just motherfuckers you could reach out and touch. It's just this what it is. And we're in elementary school, middle school, even parts of high school. Man, I can't wait to be an adult. I can't wait to be 21. I'm gonna drink so much alcohol. I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to do that. Sounding fucking stupid. We wanted to be adults so fucking bad, not knowing that all the fuck adulthood is bills and depression. Huh? Y'all mean to tell me y'all couldn't hold this shit out for another 10, 20 fucking years? Y'all couldn't give us at least, I don't know, 10 fucking 5 years to enjoy the ability to go out and earn an honest living and make some type of money and enjoy being an a fucking adult? But now we gotta go and do all this bullshit, work 3 to 4, 5 extra jobs just to afford one rent? Shoot this shit. Let me be quiet. All in all, adulthood is hard. It's not only hard, adulthood is bullshit. I will never forgive society.
All right, well, there you go. Society. Bullshit or not bullshit? What do you think? I wanted to bring up how he's like, right, you're growing up and you want to drink alcohol when you grow up. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to drive a car, right? I was like, oh, I can't wait to be able to drive so I can go wherever I want. I don't have to worry about it. I regret that now. I regret that now. So sometimes I like driving. Most of the time, I hate driving now. I hate it. It's awful. The roads are so congested. There's people everywhere. You're constantly worrying about if someone's going to hit your car or you're going to hit their car. Something's going to break down. You're going to be screwed. You're going to have to pay for it. You're going to have to pay for it, right? Pay for a tow truck, pay for repairs. Now, I regret that. I regret ever wanting to drive a car. And I feel like that's on like the lower side of like wanting to be an adult. It's like just driving a car. Sometimes it's good. Most of the time it feels like it's bad. I like driving my car if it's on like a long road trip with a just a long highway, long stretch of highway where there's like almost no one around, very chill. That I like. That's the only time I like driving. Every other time sucks. It sucks hard. Is there something that you were looking forward to when you were growing up, and then once you got to adulthood, you're like, this is the worst. This is awful. I don't like this anymore. What was I thinking? If so, let me know in the comments. Let me know. Maybe for you it was sex. That's right. I said it. Maybe it was sex. Maybe you were so nerdy like myself. You thought sex, you're going to get more sex when you grow up. And then you realized that's not going to happen. But it doesn't really matter because you don't need sex when life fucks you every day. You take those wise words of wisdom with you. Remember to click subscribe, leave a comment, like the video, share the video. Help me out. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Good luck with adulthood.